Mhm. Good evening, everyone. I am your host, Rama Chizito. Once again, I've been here before. That was last Friday, and I'm back like I never left. But the only difference tonight is I'm more energized. I'm in a very calm environment, change of set. I feel everything is going to be amazing on this specific set. I'll tell you one thing. The previous blockchain fellowship that we had, that was last Friday. We were able to garner lots of views on YouTube because of you, and of course us, by sharing and commenting and subscribing to our YouTube channel. That is what makes us who we are, and maybe that is how we get motivated to do this every single day. We think about you, and the only way you can get back to us, the best way to get to thank all the team at Microplus Labs and the whole team of the different guests that we normally have, is by actually going ahead and inviting as many people onto our social platforms, and more specifically because it's a Friday and everything goes down on YouTube. So go ahead, if you've just joined us, go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bundle. Look, this is one of the ways you'll be notified whenever there is an upload of a new video. Every single video that we upload at Microplus Labs is checked by experts, and we trust that whatever we give you will be beneficial to you and your pockets. I am your host tonight, and I am Rama Kizito. And like we always do, Fridays is always fellowship, but most importantly, we do a recap of what has been taught in our different classes. For those of you that are joining us for the very first time, we are Microplus Labs, and our core, one of our biggest projects right now is literacy. And we have a couple of registered students that we normally teach at no cost. This is a course that was paid for by our founders. So we normally have lessons every single Monday and Wednesday, and on Friday we always have a market watch where we go to in-depth analysis of the markets, say crypto, talk about Fed, talk about Forex, everything financial markets. That is what we normally do on Fridays. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we always have Twitter Spaces where we have different guests and we speak blockchain, we speak trading, we speak financial markets, and we always bring in amazing guests as well from different walks of lives. People who are using blockchain to change people's lives in agriculture, KYCs, in just about anything. The same way the internet changed everything, blockchain is here to change everything, but for a better and to a more unimaginable position. So that is why we are here. And not to forget, every single Sunday we are live on Instagram at 3 p.m. We want to see you chilling, maybe in a pool, maybe you're driving to the beach. Join us every single Sunday at 3 p.m. for such conversations, success stories. Recently, we've been having our founder, Festo, Mr. Izafuluka as well. And the conversations have been quite awesome. They're more intimate than even Twitter, than even this. So I don't expect you guys to miss the Sunday edition of our fellowship, but in a more calm environment at the comfort of your home. Well, tonight I'm having some of our students. We love to put our students to we want to put everyone's faces out there. And one thing about teaching is there has to be proof that students actually learning. That is why we chose to do this every single Friday. We love to engage with our students and our tutors as well. We have Mr. Senyomo Andrew, who is live with us. For those who are watching us, he's not in studio, but he's with us, and we are going to be having a conversation with him. And yes, before I go any further, I request Mr. Andrew to say hello to the audience. Good evening, sir. Mr. Andrew, do I have you on?
Yes, Mr. Rama, thank you very much for that insight. Thank you very much for that introduction. My name is Andrew Senyomo. I'm a tutor here at Microplus Labs. I'm a Web3 developer, a blockchain enthusiast, and I'm the coordinator East and Central Africa. I would want to thank everyone who has been part of us in this journey. We've come a long way, and we are still moving. We are still moving together, and I hope it's very hopeful for everyone. I've not had any negative information. I've not had any negative views about us. That is very good. And this is who we are, Microplus Labs. We are here to build literacy about blockchain in the whole of Africa. We want to teach blockchain even in our own native languages like Swahili, like Luganda, Luchiga, like Igbo, there are so many in the West Africa languages. So we want to teach it in every single language, Zulu, so that every African, wherever they are fully informed about blockchain, like the way they know the palms of their hands. So back to you, Mr. Rama, in the studio.
Thank you, Mr. Andrew. But maybe what you forgot to mention is you're actually my teacher. I need it to come. I need it to come from your mouth. The audience needs to know that you're actually my teacher, and you are the reason I'm a successful trader. And yes, I'm becoming more successful every single day. That is one of the reasons why when we do the things we do them with one heart. We've been taught by the best, and it is not a given that every day you get an opportunity to be taught by one of the very best on the African continent, and that is Mr. Andrew. Allow me thank you publicly for the very first time. Appreciate you, bro, and one love. I can't wait to see where all this is headed. I can't wait to see where our students at Microplus will be in the next near future. So big up to you, bro. I appreciate you. So moving on, like I was saying before I brought on Mr. Andrew, we do lots of things, and of course our core project right now is literacy, but we have upcoming projects as well. We have the Market Mania. For those of you that have been following everything Microplus, we have an upcoming project which is called the Market Mania, which will have a concept of a reality. We'll go deep into the lives of traders, how they control their emotions, how they wake up, what times they trade in, how profitable they are, and it will be a competition. And the most amazing thing is, it is a competition in the financial markets, and what better reward than actually cash of 100,000 US dollars. So keep an eye on all our social media platforms. We'll be sharing that very soon. And amongst the other developments that we have at Microplus Labs is we are going to start software development lessons at no cost. Like, guys, at no cost. You come, we teach you for free, and then offer you employment for free. Watch out, go to our website, the application forms are out, and register. We are having a cap with the number of students that we need to have in those classes. So go ahead, register, and share the link to as many people as possible, because who knows, you could be the reason someone's life becomes better. You could be the reason someone becomes a millionaire. Who knows? And those are some of the things that we can never take for granted. Someone who helped you with knowledge is better than someone who gave you actual money. There is a saying, an old saying, that don't give me fish, teach me how to fish. And that is what we are trying to do at Microplus Labs with everyone in the team of Microplus Labs, our founders, and everyone that we work with. And then our students that keep supporting us. It's a good thing that you learn. We love that we are passing on knowledge to the next generation. One thing about success is it is never too sweet till when other people, the people around you, have a taste of it. I'm being so much of a motivational speaker tonight. We need to dive deep into our conversations. Like I told you guys, we are having two amazing gentlemen. I happen to have met both of them, but I've never had a conversation with them. So I want to invite from my right, you'll introduce yourself to our audience and tell us about yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you who is watching, wherever you are, Africa, US. This is Uganda. I'm called Raymond. Codename PatroFX. Maybe you've seen me commenting somewhere or in Telegram. So we're here at Microplus Labs to learn and explore the world of blockchain, Forex, and learn how to make money slowly, in simple terms, without even paying any single cost.
I want you to repeat that. You're actually not paying
Anything.
to learn.
Not paying any penny like this to learn everything.
Real. I really love the sound of that. Tell us about your journey. Before we go to the lessons that you've been having, tell us about your journey in trading. Are you a crypto guy or a Forex guy? Or people like me who are cocktails? I love to call them cocktails.
I've tried something like, let me say, I've tried crypto, but in those airdrops, I really wanted quick money. So I really invested in many like pre-sales, but I ended up losing some right now. And
You lost some.
I lost a lot of money.
You see, one thing about trading is if you're honest, you actually keep learning.
Yeah.
May I call that school fees? Yeah. When you're having banter with the boys, I call that school fees. Everyone actually loses.
Yeah.
No one has 100% success. No one should ever lie to you. So I really love the sound of the losses that come with it, because then even when we are teaching, we tell them the truth. Look, if you do this, this is the outcome. If you do this, this is the outcome. If you're greedy, to zero.
Yeah. So me, I tell people, like all my colleagues, my friends and everyone, I spread the love. Come, let's join, let's go study and learn the world. So, because if you're out there and left out, we are going to make money. I'll be there seated and you'll be saying, now this guy. So come learn wherever you are, Microplus Labs, big ups, come join the crew. We learn together.
I love the sound of that. Let me move to my left, Iwana Imal. At least I'm now familiar with you, but there is the AKA name. Welcome to the show once again.
Thank you, Rama. It's my third time here in the beautiful studio of Microplus Labs, and I've been a student for almost a month and a week now, and it's great to be here. For those who don't know me, I'm Okeche Manuel. Some people call me Emma. On social media, you may find me as Tales of Emma. Yeah.
Tales of Emma.
Tales of Emma.
Tales of Emma. What are those tales that you be telling people?
Life is a story, so if I speak my side, you're supposed to listen to it.
Absolutely.
So everyone says their own tell.
Absolutely. I really love the sound of that. Diving deep into the lessons that you guys have been having. It's been 5 weeks of constant acquiring of knowledge. How have you found the experience?
I found it interesting. Every lesson we learn something new. Every Twitter space we learn something new. And we get to share a lot of information. Learning is a process, it doesn't stop. So every time, even though you know something, you have to keep adding on the knowledge. Someone out there may know something that you don't know. You don't have to be so proud, but you have to keep learning new things. Yeah.
Great, 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 great. And moving from evolution of money to now where I think you guys are at, the MACD. I want us to talk about the applicability of some of the indicators that you've learned. What are your 3 combination of indicators that you feel now if I have this, I would have brought up my strategy?
Okay, me, I don't use much. Most probably I use the RSI only.
Wow.
Only. It's my favorite.
Why
And
so?
and it does everything well. Maybe it's a bit perfect, like 80%.
80% perfect. This is the time that I want to bring in Andrew. I have a student here in studio who is confirming that the RSI is doing 80% wonders to him. As a teacher, do you think that is a right statement? And do you think they can be profitable if they choose to use the RSI just alone as an indicator?
All right, thank you very much, Rama. Yes, if at all, trading is all about discovering yourself. Like I told them earlier, you don't have to do what someone else is doing. You need to discover yourself. What works for you best, you can go with that. I met a lady, and she's only using the 200-day moving average to trade. Nothing else. No Bollinger Bands, no exponential moving averages, no RSI, nothing. No momentum indicator, no volatility indicator. Only she was using the 200-day moving average, and she's doing amazing work. So I believe, Mr. Raymond, you could be right. Focus on the RSI, try to dig more and learn more about it. Then later, as long as it's making you money, is the most important thing. Than adding in so many things that will not be able to do what? To make you money. Look for the divergences of the RSI, go for them. Bullish divergency, you buy. Bearish divergency, you sell. See, try to understand it has 3 lines: the overbought, the oversold, and the middle line. As soon as the amount is in the overbought line, the middle line is in the overbought section, not any time the prices are falling down, then try to sell. As soon as the amount, price line is in the section of the oversold, know that anytime the prices will go up. So you just need to be perfect around the strategy you have created so that it can work for you very well. That's very good, Raymond. I'm really excited.
All right. You heard
Back
it
to you,
from
Mr.
the man
Raymond.
himself, our main Twitter, Mr. Andrew. So his advice is, yes, go for what works for you. The end goal is to be profitable in understanding and be at a master at the kind of indicators that you choose to use. And tales of Imal, in terms of indicators, what are you trying to master?
Okay, I believe indicators are something that someone made, and since they gain publicity, they're out there and so many people are using them. So currently, I'm still looking at the candlesticks. I've not yet gone deep into indicators, I won't lie. But since Microplus Labs is building wells, I believe I'm a person who can make
I love
my
the
own
sound of
indicator.
that.
I believe I can coordinate things and come up with my indicator. But currently, I've picked interest in what we learned in the Wednesday class. That was the MACD, the moving averages and the crossover to the baseline and the signal line. It speaks a lot of sense. Like if you look at it in the chart, it speaks a lot of volumes. Yeah. Actually, today I used the MACD, the crossover of the moving averages, to take a trade, and it really played out well. It shows that everything we are learning really works. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And if you are live on YouTube, I need to see your thumbs up. I need to know that we are talking to this number of people. So go ahead and push in those comments and tell us the indicators that are working for you. I can see quite a number of students here. I can see our leader from Kenya, Atalia. I can see Zuena Rajab. I can see Nicholas, Queen Kavi, Bowe. So go ahead and tell us the indicators that are working for you in the comment section, and I'll be able to read out just a few. And most importantly, share this to as many people as possible. You can tap the link and share to your WhatsApp status, to your Instagram, to your Twitter. And yes, that is maybe a way to give back to our teachers and everyone at Microplus Labs. So go ahead and tell us the indicators that you're using. Our leader Sheila is saying RSI doing wonders. I think you're having people that are supporting you even in the comment section. I love this. And yes, keep the comments coming. I'm able to, I'm live on YouTube as well, so I'm able to read out your comments. Then I have a one Martin Oscar who is saying, I mainly use AMA, but I'm picking interest in the MACD. I think people really enjoyed this, the class. Yeah, the class of the MACDs. They are really seeing things the way they're supposed to be. It is more analytical, and it tells you anytime that this is going to happen. And it gives you in the tie, where does that fall? You remember the tie?
You remember the tie?
The trend, then
area of interest, plus execution.
Plus execution. So in the MACD, where would the MACD fall?
So the MACD, I think it gives you the area of execution when there is a crossover. I think that's, yeah, because I normally use it for finding an execution point.
All right, and yes, I love the comments that are coming. William Joko, he's saying, okay, MACD is superb because I also tried it. Watch it closely today. I like the MACD coming from Emmanuel Mugera. Hope you can also learn about the stochastic indicator because it works well for me too. Yes, we'll get there. Our Twitter, Andrew, is on. RSI is sexy. Oh, wow. I see. Then Queen Kavi. Yes, this is a very common name in our class. We appreciate you, Queen Kavi. I always see your comments. Even on Twitter, you are one of those students that are very active, so keep up. On Wednesday during the class, I placed a MACD on the chart, and I swallowed all the XAU USD pips. Congratulations to you, Queen Kavi. The gold merchant. Yeah? You can have that nickname, the gold merchant. Then Moses FX is saying 200 period and RSI. Then MACD is good, MACD, RSI are sweet. Well, I think Mr. Andrew, amongst all the indicators, the ones that are ranking high amongst our students is the RSI and the MACD. I'm really not having people on my side as people of the Bollinger Bands. But they need to look at them more critically. They would love them. They would really, really, really love them. But like, like our Twitter normally says, go for what works for you. And I'll say that again. You're saying MACD, he's saying RSI, I'm saying Bollinger Bands, and we can all be profitable. That's the beauty about trading. Yes, keep the comments coming and share this to as many people as possible. I want us to talk about the test a little bit, yeah? But before we have an in-studio discussion, I want to ask everyone on YouTube, those of you that did the test, what are your comments? I saw you, many of you are complaining in the Telegram channel that things were tight. Yes, they were tight because making money shouldn't be that easy. So tell me what you think about our test and how you saw the format. Did you love the objectives or you loved the little bit structured? Go to the comment section, tell me what you think about the test, and then we'll move the conversation from there. And back to studio, on my right, yes, the test. How did you find it?
I'm going to be frank to you.
Please, why not?
I'm not a person of theory, but practically, I'm better. So when you go to practicals of airdrops, what and what, I've been there. I know, but the theory part, I know, I failed. Maybe I passed a little bit, but
well, when we were in high school, the science were like
so
that.
I was one of the
I
people
don't
who
want to
were
do
behind.
history. I don't want to do effects and causes.
I was one of the people who were behind. So.
I'm a guy of physics. I just want to
hands-on, so.
turn red litmus paper, bro.
Yeah, that's it. I won't say the test was good for me because even it was timed out very fast, 20 minutes.
No, but that's the beauty about a test, because the same way our test had a specific
you couldn't
time.
think very well.
That is the beauty about testing, because one thing about trading is time is a key factor. Yeah, it is a very, very big key factor. So the issue about the complaint about time, I really want to agree with the team that set the time for the test. It is not, a test is not supposed to be easy, because it's supposed to test you, your emotions, your knowledge, and your timing. That is all about the test. So you're the kind of guy who is not very good with theory.
Yeah, that's my worst part, reading, but
yeah, the
when
practical
you go to
guy.
hands-on, yeah.
All right, I'll move to Imal. Talk about the test. How did you find it?
So I learned so many things. There's something called, is it ignorance or illiteracy? At first I didn't know where to find the test, and the test had already begun. I checked in 5 minutes late, but the actual test really taught me so many things. During trading, we have something called execution, right?
Yes.
If you enter the market too early, you're going to be killed. Now, the execution came when they asked me for the spelling of artificial, AI in full.
Artificial intelligence. Yeah.
I was typing so fast, I put intelligence with a Y. so when the test was marked, I go through, I'm saying, I missed
spelling.
an E.
Yeah.
Spelling error, marked wrong. I'm like, yo, execution.
Exactly. you make a poor calculation, and you
gone.
put your stop loss above something or below something, you're gone. So I think the test is supposed to be like that. Then the question of time.
To me, I'll see if I'm late, I see the time I'm left with. So I expected that I'm late for 5 minutes. So I had to do everything in my power to submit the test, because before the test there was an instruction that if you don't submit by this time, you're off, like you haven't done the test. So I had to work so fast, but also had to keep my accuracy key. I managed to hand in the test, but the results were off, like my execution was already off. So
I see, but as per the communication from the team and from our tutor, the communication was you guys are going to repeat that test.
Yes.
I won't call it a disappointment, but Mr. Andrew, do you think your students disappointed you?
No, I was not disappointed. Actually, I expected that.
I don't know why you're
being the
taking
first
long to
time.
answer, but I need you to answer that. Was it a disappointment, or it was an actual test, and maybe you were testing something that we don't know in studio? So you could go ahead and tell us what is your report about the student test that they had last week?
All right, thank you very much, Arama. I was not disappointed. I expected that. The students they didn't fail and they did pass. It was average, actually. Many of them did well. It was average. So due to public demand, they many requested, can we redo it again? We promise to do better. And that is what I want. So what we did last time on Wednesday, we shared, I think, the topics that I'm going to set. And I gave them to the students so they can read more about it. So they are ready for the test on Monday. And also many students had missed out on the test, and which was not really good for them. So I decided to add them into another stream so that we can all do the test, whereby no one is going to miss the test. So I think it is for the best for everyone. So I was not disappointed. Once again, I expected that everyone to do. I expected an average mark from everyone, and that's what happened. And that is really good on my side. I can see I'm doing a good job. Thank you very much.
All right, and I want to read to you some of the comments that are coming on YouTube from your students. Queen Kavi is saying the test had nothing wrong, but my issue was that AI, which marked. I need to inform you that the AI need to mark you. It was actually the system, but then Mr. Andrew and our other tutors went through every person's work individually. So, but of course, there is a retake. Like I've seen some comments on YouTube. So yes, we have an upcoming test on Monday, and yes, you could go ahead and read, share knowledge. In once in a while, we always have time. We always try as much as possible to answer you on Telegram, and some even come to our private Telegrams. And if we have time, we'll be able to share as much knowledge as possible. So if you could go to Mr. Andrew, Simon, Frank, Festo, and yes, we'll always engage. So if you didn't understand something, you could go ahead and do some revision. We'll create time. We always create time amongst our very busy schedules for answering questions from our students. Then I have Adinaito Stewart Oscar, who is still complaining about being marked by AI. I've already answered that. Yeah, I've already answered that. Then the test wasn't really bad, but the structured part should have been marked. Yes, it was marked, and that is why we are having a retest or a retake this upcoming Monday. There are lots of comments coming in, and I'll be able to read most of them. So go ahead, comment, tell us what you think about the test and how prepared you are for the test that is upcoming this Monday. Yes, I feel like removing this. Yeah, kind of expensive, but yeah, I think yes, I needed to. I think I'm now getting used to the light. We have amazing studios here. Big lights, these guys can tell you. And one of these days, we need to have more students coming to our studios. We really love it when you come. Imal has been here for 3 times now, 3 times. And who knows, because of the bit of our studios, that is why it keeps coming back. And amongst the other things that you get is you get to be a little bit intimate and understand things off the cameras, off Zoom. You get an opportunity to have a chat with some of the best traders that I know in Uganda, in Africa, and in the world. And during our fellowships, like on a Friday, it's a very good opportunity for you, our students, to actually come over. Go ahead, text Mr. Simon. He's always active on our Telegram, and book for next Friday. I want an action-packed Friday next week. And for reasons like gender balance, I need some ladies, Simon. I need some ladies. Not because I'm a ladies man, but I actually need ladies. We need to balance these things. It is very important for us. And one thing is empowering women is empowering the whole nation. So please, yes, go ahead and register with Mr. Simon for an intimate studio visit and conversation. And you'll get an opportunity also to be one of those people that your fellow students get to learn from. And by learning from you, you are also making yourself better. Later on we'll have a market watch, so I don't expect you guys to leave. And yes, we'll be discussing everything blockchain, Web3, and the airdrops that I want to discuss now. We've had an action-packed week when it comes to the airdrops, the crypto airdrops that are making rounds, and the success stories that have been shared. For those of you that were on our Twitter Spaces this week, we talked so much about airdrops, and yes, we are going to start sharing different insights about the airdrops that we think you could give attention to and maybe make some money. But before we got live, I was having a conversation with the man next to me, and he says he really loves airdrops. What has your journey been like with airdrops?
it's been worse because I've been scammed many times.
School fees.
Yeah, so they are good, but finding that good one, it's quite a hard task. So maybe with the help of Microplus, I might get one which might pump up to 1 million, then I'll be a millionaire one day, one time. So
It's possible. I've seen millionaires seated with me. I've seen them, yes.
So I'm hoping to be one too soon with the knowledge I'm gaining from here, and hoping to learn more about crypto, airdrops, and whatever, blockchain, anything about Binance, transferring money, cryptocurrencies to worlds where you could even not go. So people, come join, we learn together.
All right, Imal, I wanted to talk about airdrops. With the different guests that we've had this week talking about airdrops and their success stories. And one thing for sure is Nigerians are doing great when it comes to airdrops. They seem to be understanding the airdrops market. Should we say we've been lazy or we've been ignorant, or both?
There is something about Nigerians. They are sharp people. If you don't know where the money is, follow Nigeria. Those people are so sharp. So about airdrops, I've been among the few who have benefited from WorldCoin. I always keep...
That is the coin that is making grounds right now.
So I always keep my airdrops. I always put them in a separate wallet where I raise. But WorldCoin, I was signed into WorldCoin Feb this year, and I had to scan my iris. I questioned why would I scan my iris, but they told me the reason, and they don't even keep your data. So I actually scan my iris around Makere, Ham. And this week, WorldCoin was launched, and I had around 55 WorldCoins. And of course, since I'm a businessman, and I know what happens the other side of Forex, you have to always take out your profits. Some profit, then you leave some.
True, and that is what the guest that we had yesterday talked about.
On the Twitter space.
Yeah, the crypto market is not your body. It is not your parent.
Yeah.
Yes.
I sold half of it. I got some, each WorldCoin right now is $2. Yesterday it went down around 6%, but it's still $2. So I got around $126. I sold half. I'm remaining with the other half in the WorldCoin wallet.
Amazing. And before we dive deep into your journey of airdrops, how were you able to get knowledge that there is a coin that would make some sense or some money in the near future? Who tipped you?
Okay, there was a day I was standing at home, and since I'd already heard of crypto, I was already into Forex, but this crypto thing was just exchanging. I send you crypto, I pay you, pay for service, and this gentleman comes and tells me that come and sign up. There is this thing. So I in my head I'm like, he wants a referral.
Yeah.
So let me just give him the referral. I didn't.
You're doing it to help a brother.
Yeah, help a brother, referrals. So the other day I'm on Twitter. Of course, they always tell us keep on Twitter. Even the previous, I think the Monday Twitter space, they tell you join crypto communities, all this. And I see that WorldCoin has been launched. That's when I remember that, oh.
I actually have some coins. Yeah.
Yeah, so I also have some other drops. I have one called AIT. I always keep them in one place so that when I'm running the mining and all that stuff, I click there once in a while. I have one called AIT. There is Pi. There is Islamic coin. I got it today because of you should join our Telegram group. Guys always post tips. I joined it today, thanks to Dish. Yeah, so I always collect them. This money can pay some small bills. It's some money for something. Yeah.
And also it's money that can get you to be a thousandaire in the next crypto bull run that is upcoming next year. I don't know if we have Mr. Festo on. I have a burning question to him. I don't know if the man behind the decks, one Mr. Elvis Bongomini, could put Mr. Festo through. And yes, I can see we also have our co-founder, Mr. Paul Ezafoloke. And now I'm getting the conversation right. Yes, I want us to talk about airdrops a little bit, and yes, take you through about what we've discussed today with our dear students. Mr. Paul, good evening, sir.
Hello, Rama.
How far now, my brother?
I full ground, my brother.
Great to be here with you, and great to talk to you live from Nigeria. For those that are not familiar with Mr. Paul, you need to know him. He's one of the reasons why Microplus is here today. He's our co-founder, and together with Mr. Festo, they formed Microplus Labs, and it's the reason why we are able to have these conversations. And yes, their kind of support is supporting us and supporting all the students that are here. So yes, let's welcome Mr. Paul Ezafurukwe. Mr. Paul, one thing I've noticed is Nigerians have huge communities when it comes to airdrops. How so, and what could be your best advice to the rest of the African countries that need to profit off airdrops?
I think it's basically the thing with Nigerians is most times they see the business.
Mr. Paul, am I able to see you? We are live on YouTube,
Yes,
and
I'm trying to get. Just let me keep talking. I'm trying to lighten up my office a little bit.
all right, please go ahead.
So I think it's actually the thing with Nigerians. One of the things that Nigerians do is they always have this. They see the business aspect of things. For example, one of the ways that airdrops can really move for you is when you have a very big community, your ability to get your community involved. Sometimes these projects will pay you so much money just to get your community involved. And that's what people like Doris. You remember Doris that came onto
Yes,
our
the
program?
first lady from Nigeria that told us about her crypto journey and the airdrops she has earned from.
Yes. So people like Doris, Tola, Doris, and John Bosco that came yesterday, one of the things with them is that they have a lot of referrals. They're able to get a lot of their community to do the airdrops. And most times when you get your community to do airdrops, these companies pay you more. These companies tend to reward you for that. You understand? So that's one of the things that we have seen so far. So these guys have been able to build they've been able to build businesses around it. They've been able to build communities around airdrops. Sometimes it's a lot of tasks. I know somebody who in Nigeria here, he has employed people to source for airdrops. He pays them to source for airdrops. He in turn now collects money from people to join his group to get airdrops. So what you see is it's a business here because I think many of them realized with Uniswap that some of these companies can airdrop life-changing money. Imagine getting one anywhere in Africa. $1,200 is a lot of money. It can become your seed capital. Now, like what we mentioned the last time we were on the space, I know people who have been able to navigate around the issue of the same IP address, the same where projects tend to not allow the same IP address to do the address. So what they do is these guys, like what the whites are also doing, they can buy 5, 10 devices out of the money they have made so far, Now, when they get these devices, they get internet service provider for each of these devices. So you now have, it now seems like it's 10 different people. And this, imagine, like what one of the guys on in the studio said. He said he made some money from WorldCoin. Imagine having 10 devices and you were making every day, you were claiming WorldCoin in the last 1 year. That's a lot of money. But it takes intentionality. It takes a lot of intentionality. It takes you to see the business aspect of airdrops. It also takes tenacity and consistency. You have to be consistent. Like I mentioned the other day, I got to know about WorldCoin some time ago, but because I want to use my time for other things, I was not able to be claiming on a daily basis. But those guys who kept claiming, they made quite a killing. I don't know. The guy in the studio, can he tell us how much did you make from what's the name again? From WorldCoin. Can he tell us how
WorldCoin.
much he made?
Iba, I think that question is coming to you.
I made $126. Yeah, because there's a drop that happened 2 days back. The biggest drop, that was 25 world coins. And the next drop is coming on 31st of this month. So we don't know how much they're going to drop, but they show that we're going to drop some world coins. So I'm expecting to get more anyway. So I think it's
Now, Emma, imagine if you had done that with about 10 wallets. That would, or even 20. Imagine if you had been able to do that across 20 wallets.
So that would be
Now,
$126 times 10 or times 20.
It's crazy.
so that's what Nigerians do. There was this video that went viral one day. It was those days of Snap ICOs where you had just 5 minutes to buy tokens. And on that video, somebody had about 100, it was an American, he had about 100 iPhones set up. So I don't know if you've seen that video before.
I think we need to look up it on the internet, and we'll share with our students as well.
So the person had about 100 phones set up. So immediately, and you had only, because of the rush, it was a limited I've forgotten what they call it. This where people just you have a small window to buy, and the quantity that the project was selling was an IEO. It was an IEO that had limited tokens, and the project was selling very small amount of tokens. So one person just set up about 100 phones. So he was videoing it, and in 5 seconds, the IEO had closed. Now, what happened was he had seen a business opportunity, and he's trying to maximize it for himself. So that's actually what happens with a lot of Nigerians. We have occasions where people have set up so many parameters, so many platforms to maximize airdrop. I have people who they don't do any other kind of trading. They just buy, they just hodl, they buy and keep. The other thing they do is they just they do airdrops. Some of them use 5-10 wallets. They do it, and don't forget, airdrop. So these days, airdrop is also not cheap. Some of them you have to pay a lot of gas fees, especially Ethereum airdrops. You have to pay a lot of gas fees to do them. So some people see it as expensive, but Nigerians see it as an investment for future rewards. So that's actually what happens.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Coming from our co-founder, Mr. Paul Fulakwe, all the way from Nigeria. So guys, if you are watching us on YouTube, take this airdrop thing serious. We already have success stories. In the studio, your fellow student is actually earning from airdrops. And yes, I request him later on to share more knowledge about this WorldCoin thing and the possible investing in it and what he thinks about its white paper. One thing about Microplus is we are building leaders. We are not going to be here forever. And with the expansions that we are having, the blockchain literacy centers that will go physical soon, we need people like you, people like these guys who will be able to man these centers. We know authority comes with trust, but in the crypto world, it also comes with knowledge, experience, and that is what we are trying to build here at Microplus Labs. I don't know if I have Mr. Festo on. I want him to say hello to our students, and then we'll go to the market watch with a one Canary Frank, the man that I call one of the best crypto analysts in Uganda. He's one of those guys. If you've watched him on YouTube, if you've been on our Twitter Spaces as well, he's one of those guys that have been able to tell us what he thinks about his market. Yes. Well, I want us to introduce something small, something very, very small. And it's happening for the very, very first time on our YouTube channel. Yeah, we are making our services better. And yes, I am going to go in Uganda. We call